St. George North, I am ready. I remember well, and some of you may have heard me, I remember well when this journey started. And one of the first things that it did to me, in a positive way, I could reflect after a while, it made me lose some weight. Wow. Because I was so anxious. It was a kind of anxiety, not because I felt that I couldn't or that I shouldn't, but there's so many things that one has to consider when such a big act is made. And I say a big act because leading people or putting yourself in a position where you're representing people is not easy. And if I didn't understand it fully before, of course I understand what leadership is from a Barbados Workers Union perspective. But if I didn't understand it before, this 7 weeks taught me very easily that representing a constituency is not easy work at all. And so for me tonight is hats off to Gline Clarke for the amazing work that he has done for the past 26 years. Now I started by telling you that I would not be one given to making big promises. And I went further to tell you, anytime I say something to you, that is my commitment made to you. And so during this campaign, there are a number of things and a number of works that have been rolled out. Things that are planned out and ready for implementation in this constituency. And I did not seek once to use this platform to highlight them as priorities. Yes, I shared priorities, but there are some other things that I refuse to share because it's important for me, and I think it's important for you, St. George North, to understand that an election is not about making vain and idle promises. An election is a covenant that you are making with the people that you are seeking to represent. And if people are to take you seriously, especially when there is so much hope and despair around us, and I know that there is in a number of homes, if people are to take you seriously, then it's more important for you to do than say. And St. George North, as I come very thrilled tonight, very elated, and some of you may think that I look contained. And the truth is that right now I don't know a single expression to say that I feel, because there are a number of things that I'm feeling right now. But I stand here tonight thanking you, my constituents.
It was a by-election held in the middle of a global pandemic. It was a by-election which has presented for the people of this country the first woman ever to be elected in the history of this constituency. It is a by-election that says that character matters and leadership matters. And I stood on this platform last night to ask you to walk with us and to send a convincing message. Well, I told the country just now after the returning officers vote that I said to Toni 7 weeks ago that if she could muster and get 65% of the vote, she will have exceeded my expectations because she only had 7 weeks within which to function. Toni Moore tonight and the Barbados Labour Party got almost 68% of the vote and exceeded every expectation. So that when I tell you that my heart is warm tonight, it is warm first and foremost because I have the privilege and honor of leading a country that has a strong democracy, that has had an election without incident, without crime, AG, that has had an election day that has had no rancorous incident, that has seen 6 candidates go forward and present themselves for you to choose. I feel warm in my heart tonight because 2 years ago, 29 months to be precise, you gave us an overwhelming mandate after 5 years and almost 90 days of a Democratic Labour Party term. You gave us a mandate that gave us 74% of the vote then. And we came in and we have had to face some of the most difficult times that this country has faced since independence. We are not where we want to be, but we are on the right path of becoming world class in this country because you Barbadians are standing and walking with us every step of the way.
All of you for coming out tonight to show your love for the Barbados Labour Party. I believe that this is the will of God. Will of God. And I want to thank the people of St. George North who have weathered the storm, who have weathered all types of weather in order to gain this victory. I want to thank all those supporters. I want to thank the managers of the team, all the supporters who have come here day after day, night after night. I want to thank all the management team. But above all, I want to thank the Prime Minister. I must tell you that the Prime Minister saw this years ago. She has a vision that you will not know. But I believe that God is working mysteriously within her. Do you believe that? I believe that. And therefore, when I was approached, I humbly decided that this is the will of God. And therefore, I must tell you tonight that I believe in her. And I want all of you to commit to follow the guidance. You see, you must have one leader. We must follow the leader. It's not always, you do not always see what she sees or he sees. But let us agree to follow the leader. Now, this is just the beginning. We have a lot of work to do over the next 2.5 years, or whenever the Prime Minister calls election. This is only a test case. So you have to work in all your constituencies across Barbados to make sure you have victory.